Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you step by step on how I use AgentCall to 1, get an API key, 2, provision a number, give it context, and then ultimately be able to make phone calls. So AgentCall is a platform that gives you a inbound, outbound, voice, and memory layer all in one API key. The pricing is actually pretty good because you have an opportunity to test it out for free, where you get 1 US local number, you get 5 voice minutes, 5 inbound AI voice minutes, and a post-call summary if you connect your Hermes to an email as well. And then for the pro plan, that's where you start getting billed in a couple of cents based on your use cases, and then a $19.99 per month flat fee. So let's go ahead and sign in. I already have an account with AgentCall, so I'll go ahead and use my Google to sign in. But if you have GitHub, you can also sign in with that as well. So when you're signed in, it's really simple. You want to go ahead and create your API key, and then you want to go ahead and provision a phone number. So let's go ahead and do that. Click API key, and then you click create key. And I'm going to name this Hermes Agent and click create. Once I've gotten this API key, I will copy it, and then I'm going to go over to my virtual private server. I have one for my Hermes Agent on Hostinger. Hosting is very easy to set up to get your Hermes Agent to work. And when you get to your particular Hermes Agent, you want to go ahead and click manage. And then within your manage area is where you're going to scroll to the bottom to your environment. And this is where you would add your API key. So it is AgentCall _API _key. And then we'll go ahead and paste in our API key here, and then click save and deploy. So I've already set this up where I already have it live on Telegram, and this is the only API key I'm going to give Hermes for now for the purpose of this demo. While that is setting up, I will go back to, that's there. The project is already done deploying, so it's good to go. So once it's finished deploying, we'll go ahead and go to our AgentCall bot that I created in Telegram. I've already set it up. It's ready to go. So now it's just a matter of chatting with the bot and letting it know that we have added our API key into the environment, and it should go ahead and install the AgentCall tool. So here we go. I'll type in, please install AgentCall using the MCP. I have added the AgentCall API key into the environment. And we'll give it a couple of seconds as it runs through that. I'm actually using OpenAI for my Hermes Agent because I have a monthly subscription with OpenAI. So I'm using GPT 5.5 for this instance. So as you can see, it's pulling in the skills. AgentCall comes with a lot of tools. It comes with about 45 tools. So very beefed up software for agents. So it's looking at the MCP server, it's pulling in all the information, and then it's really going to start installing it. Well, first reading all the documents, and then ultimately start installing it. And then we can start provisioning to get our numbers to work. So once it's done installing, it may take just a couple minutes. The next thing you got to do is basically ask it to provision a local area number based on your local area. If you just want a 1-800 number, you can just let it know that you want to provision a 1-800 number. So I went ahead and typed in here, configure AgentCall fully, provision a local area code for 636. That is one of my local numbers here. And as you can see, the agent was smart enough to read the files and basically say, hey, AgentCall has a $2 per month for the ongoing billing for that number. Are you sure you want me to go ahead and do that? For the free plan, you actually get 1 number for free to test it out. But for the monthly $19, each unique number costs $2 per month. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and type in here, yes, please go ahead and provision a local 636 area code number for a receptionist. So it's going to go ahead and pull in the MCP and again, try to do all this for you. And there you go. It has provisioned the number. It took a couple of seconds. There's the number ID. There's the local, US local type, the area code, and then the monthly rate. And now it is active. So we have a number and then we have the ID. And the cool thing about AgentCall is you can actually go into the dashboard and confirm if this is actually there. So this is our number 636-251-1340. So back in Telegram, a couple of things that I like to do is just give it an ID. I just said it's a receptionist, but I didn't really give it any context of receptionist for what. So let's just say we were doing this for a client who has a plumbing business. This is really where you would give it the information of that client. If you were trying to do this for multiple businesses, I would suggest that you actually gave it a database where it would be able to store the client's information versus just memory alone. That way it can, separate it by each additional client. But again, the cool thing about the databases these days too is they all come with MCPs. So if you didn't know what database to use, you could always ask it here. What database should I use to add this for my clients who I'm going to be trying to provision these numbers for? So let's just say the name of the business we are trying to provision this receptionist for is a 24-hour service for a plumbing business, meaning they're 24 hours and they sometimes may just be busy at another job and they need somebody to answer the phone. So this is the prompt that I built for our newly provisioned receptionist. So this receptionist is going to be working for a 24-hour service for a plumbing business called Joe's Plumbing. And this is the prompt. You are a receptionist for Joe's Plumbing, a 24-hour service business that offers emergency services for all homes and businesses in the St. Louis area. You are responsible for getting clients' information, including names and address, type of home or business, and the level of service they are looking for, and how quickly. So is it tomorrow? Is it today? Is it next week? Be kind, respectful, and only focus on getting their information to route to our owner, Joe Johnson, who will call or text them back at his earliest availability at his earliest availability. So this is the prompt that I would use. And if you've never written a prompt before, you can always ask the agent to create one for you before you even write one, or you can go on ChatGPT as well and create one quickly once you know what your client's needs are. So once I give this prompt, we will be able to go ahead and call the number and test it out and see if it actually works, if our receptionist will pick up. Probably should have given her a name as well, but let's go ahead and see here what its response is. Got it. Before I enable the receptionist on this number, please confirm these details because this will make the number autonomously answer incoming calls, right? So there's a number, there's a business name, there's a service area, there's the availability, there's their job, there's the owner's name. Recording is off. We can always ask it to add recording on. Email summaries, none unless we give it an email. We can always give it an email to route to Joe, the owner. And then it suggests 5 minutes per call to prevent runaway calls, which is great. And then it's telling us what the budget is. So this summary is actually pretty good and pretty solid. But one thing I forgot to add in here was the intro. So how will the AI agent actually answer? Now, I could have left it blank and tested it out. And since this is using thinking and it's using OpenAI, probably would have created something, but the more information you give it, probably the better. So I went ahead and just added this. I said, this looks great. Go ahead and save it. But one more item, when answering the call, greet each customer by saying, this is Joe's Plumbing. I'm Joe's virtual assistant. How can I help you today? So just give it a little bit more context. So let's see what it says after this. Click send. So I made one little small edit because I didn't like the sound of this is Joe's Plumbing. I wanted it to just to say Joe's Plumbing. I'm Joe's virtual assistant. How may I help you? That sounds more natural. So it went ahead and updated that. And then it added a few other things here from earlier, kind of the little key facts about what we had talked about. So I think this is good to go. We're ready to go ahead and test it out. And let's just go ahead and say confirmed. Are we ready to test? Yes, it says we are ready to test, and we can go ahead and call this number. So let's go ahead and do that and see how it actually works. The number we had was 636-251-1340. And I'm going to put it on loudspeaker here. And let's see.
Joe's Plumbing. I am Joe's virtual assistant. How may I help you today?
Hey, my name is Percy, and I'm calling from St. Louis. I actually have a emergency plumbing issue. My toilet is not working.
Hi, Percy. I'm sorry to hear about the emergency with your toilet. Let's get this taken care of. Could you please give me your full name and the best phone number for Joe to call you back?
Yes. So my phone number is 314-757-9696. And my first name is Percy, Percy, and my last name is David, David.
Thank you. Percy David. Just to confirm, your phone number is 314-757-9696, correct?
That's correct.
Great. Thanks for confirming. Could you also provide the service address in St. Louis where you need the plumbing help?
Yes, I'm at 1000 Grand Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63110.
Perfect. Thank you for that. So the service address is 1000 Grand Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63110. Now, is this a home or a business property?
This is a home.
Got it. It's a home. And you mentioned this is an emergency with the toilet not working. How quickly are you hoping to get service? Immediate attention? Today or sometime soon?
I can get something scheduled at your earliest convenient, but probably not more than 24 hours.
Understood. We'll aim for the earliest availability within 24 hours. Are there any access notes or details Joe should know before coming out?
No, that's all. That's all I need. Thank you so much. Hopefully I get this resolved quickly.
Of course. Percy, I've got all your details. Your name, phone number, service address, that it's a residential property, and the urgent toilet issue. I'll send this information to Joe Johnson right away, and he'll call or text you back at his earliest availability. Thank you for calling Joe's Plumbing.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Percy. Take care, and Joe will be in touch soon.
And that was it. That is how AgentCall works. So I hope this walkthrough helped you understand how powerful this tool is. I mean, there is a lot of opportunities today with AI, and I hope that this is something that a lot of you can try out, test out. It could be your personal agent. It could be use cases for businesses. And again, the list is endless. So hope you took away something from this video, and please subscribe and ask any questions if you have any. Happy to answer them as I continue to demo some of these tools out there that small business owners can leverage to really improve their outcomes and make them more efficient. That's all for now. See you on the next video. Bye.